Tino Cochino Radio.
I mean, what other radio could you be listening to?
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Power 98.3. It is 96.1 in Central Phoenix. It is Tino Cochino Radio, man. We're talking to the country right now, but the focus is Phoenix, Arizona. The focus is MB Ridaz. They are here, baby. The group is here.
What's going down?
Hello. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody.
Cancel Christmas.
Dude, this is an exciting time. I mean, Magic, I've known you for a long time. We've had these conversations about the group coming back together and really doing this. And just to have this happening in Phoenix, I mean, today, it just...
I got to tell you, Tino,
I got chills, bro.
Right now when we were sitting in your lobby waiting to be on your prestigious radio show, I was telling Dos and Zigzag that Tino Cochino knows the history of MB Ridaz and Nasty Boy Click because you used to work in Lubbock, Texas.
Yo, bro, back in the day, you guys would be out there all the time doing shows, dog.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
grind.
crazy, bro. All the club shows.
Yes.
I mean, you guys, I want to say you were one of the first concerts I ever saw.
Is that right?
I think so, to be honest. Yeah. I mean,
Wow.
Down for Yours, it came out, Lost in Love.
Down for yours if you
Perfect
down for
Man.
mine. That's
I
me.
mean-
That's me saying it. Dos, give it to him right quick.
Down for yours if you're down for mine.
Oh, it's legendary.
All the ladies got more
Let's
holla
shout
out
them
there.
all out one by one. Everyone's here. Magic, my brother.
Yes, sir. MC Magic right here in the corner, baby.
And of course, Zigzag hanging out with us.
How you doing, man? Everything's good.
And Dose is with
What's
us.
going down?
Dude, first of all, before we talk business, before we talk any of that, just how is life in general for everybody right now?
Man, it's a blessing, brother. I mean, at the end of the day, for us to have the catalog still survive after all these years of music, man, it's a blessing to be here again. You know what I mean?
Dude, I really want to get the breakdown of everything. I mean, let's start with the idea of a reunion. Where does this come from? Do you guys call Magic like, yo, this needs to happen now? Magic, is this something that kind of has been going on in your head for a minute? Break it all down for me.
Well, first of all, we were actually trying to do a reunion before they wouldn't let us do a reunion. You know how we have the Fiesta Friday every year at the State Fair?
State Fair, yeah.
Last year, I wanted to bring the reunion to the Arizona State Fair, and the fair committee said, no, it's not time yet. So I was like, okay,
Oh my
it's
God, how
not
did they
time
know?
yet. Yes, and so, you know, Mikey Fuentes could vouch for me on that one. And but I had several meetings with Dos and Zig.
Yeah.
And, you know, we like to get together in the middle of the day, go get something good to eat, and just chop the conversation. And we had been having these conversations for a while now. And then in Thanksgiving of last year, we did the first one in Tucson, and it was amazing, brother. It was amazing.
We were having that talk. I was like, bro, you got to do it in Phoenix. I mean, Tucson, yeah, it's Arizona, but we need this to happen in Phoenix. And so to finally have this going down at Pot of Gold tomorrow, I mean, it's crazy.
5
and then
o'clock,
the lineup,
guys.
And then the lineup, wow, it's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
The Pot of Gold lineup is amazing, yeah.
So I'm curious, man, because I don't know the history of everything, and I don't even know, I mean, obviously I know your history, but I don't know the history of when you guys actually split. And that's just a crazy thing to think of. I think a lot of fans don't know it like that too. Like when that actual moment happened,
The turmoil.
How was it?
The turmoil was building up. We had tough times even before the split, but the official last show we did together was in 2005 in Bakersfield, California. That was
wow.
the last show.
Yeah, the last show.
Before the split.
what now when the split happens, what was it? A lot of like, you know, just egos involved?
you know
or
what-
what happened? I mean, from you guys' point of view, Dose Zigzag.
I'll be honest, man. It was like WrestleMania. I mean, we just started kicking each other, started fighting. No, I'm just
Oh my God! I was like, that's why Magic got that scar.
No. You know what? Honestly, I think at the time we just were growing artists that didn't understand the business, but we understood the business. You get me? So I think what happened was it wasn't egos. It was just everybody's worth's different. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying? Like I thought I was worth something. Those thought he was worth something. Magic thought he was worth something. So at the end of the day, it was just a miscommunication.
Right.
And it's not like we argued and got physical or anything like that where people think, you know, oh, you guys aren't friends anymore. Man, we're grown men. We're family men.
It's just miscommunication.
And you know what? We supported Magic's career. He wanted to do a solo thing, and we're like, you know, let's go ahead.
I was gonna
And
say,
Magic
Dose,
said-
like when Magic's like, look, I'm just gonna do the solo thing. Is there any type of animosity, or was it a supportive thing, like you understood just because it was kind of a toxic relationship?
Get mad, but you know what? We all had different relationships.
Right.
Me and him rode together for a while too, and I grew up with this guy.
Okay.
But at the same time, I was going through the process of losing my son.
Oh my God.
So I went
yeah.
through the whole depression stage where music just wasn't for me.
Right. You got to
know?
deal with real life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I even, I let it go. I did one more album, which was dope. But yeah, it just wasn't for me at that time.
Right.
So that with me, I always been cool with him. I always had good relationships with both of them.
And I'll be honest, myself when I learned the business, that's when I was on my own. And when I was with the group, everything was, in a sense, you want to say catered, because like the label took care of this, management would take care of this.
You just kind of show up.
Yeah, and then now when you have to do it on your own, you see the background, you see what you got to put in, you got to pay for the features, the guitarist, the bass player, and all through those years, I was watching Magic do that. I was watching Magic pay Johnny Carrasco, the guitar player, bass players come in, singers like Nicole, all these singers that were from Arizona.
Did you gain like a different appreciation, once you had to start doing it?
Yeah, way more. Just for the fact that we didn't understand. I think what it is when you walk into the game, there's either going to be where somebody explains it to you and then you understand it, or you just got to go through it.
Right.
And I think what happened for me is I had a little bit of both. I had somebody explain some stuff to me, but some stuff I just had to go through, man.
Right.
And,
And here we are performing at Pot of Gold tomorrow. Dude, this is one of the
Arizona.
biggest festivals in the country. In my opinion, I swear to God, I think everyone in the room agrees too, bigger than Coachella this year.
Bigger.
I truly
Wow.
think so, bro.
Bigger than my ex-girlfriend.
Yes, bro. We've all seen that,
That's big. That's big.
And ladies and gentlemen, they are in the building. MB Ridaz are back. It's Power 98.3. It's 96.1 in Central Phoenix. It's Tino Cochino Radio.
Tino Cochino Radio.